sometimes if they're not really busy, they'll let you ride twice. But the only problem is you get people that are idiots, and then they look at you like you're stupid because you cut them all off. Well, sorry, I'm not gonna wait in line like everybody else is. I'm not gonna wait in line like everybody else is.
I'm trying a new experiment here. Hey, let's see if that's going out now. If I can get an audio check over on. Yep, there we go. It's going out now. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Wednesday night, June 12th, 2024. Ken Stott Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stott Live. We have Rich. We have Motormouth, Kinder, Ghetto, William Dawson, Sam, Greg Guy, Sin, and Chris Garrett and Max join us already. Hello to all of you for the third time today on some of you, for the first time today on some of you.
Hello,
Thank you for being here. I'll jump straight over into the comments real quick. And One Fish 26 was first. Darren Gilholm was second with three comments that said, food looking good, food. I'm going to circle back to that in a moment. Great Guy was third. He was out cutting grass in the front yard, planting seed, doing all the things you do with that. Water, fertilizer, painted a chair. I thought you said planted a chair. Greg's going for chairs now. Tim Tech Wiz says, hello, Ken. How am I? I'm tired. I just woke up. Had a long day today. I'm having I'm having a technical issue that's not computer related, but maybe computer related. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Jeff said, I better have enough hamburgers for the homies. I'll circle back to that as well.
How was that one?
Rick Lakes. Yeah, that beats my George Foreman grill I have. They say that's a pretty good grill. He said there's not a bad George Foreman grill, but you can't. Yeah, I like to cook outside. I really do. John Williams says he liked the burgers, especially you have time to slice up raw onion. Yeah, we had onion, tomato, jalapenos, dill pickle slices, the cheese, and ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. Long Dog joins us in chat. Says he's also got out the barbecue to make dinner. The wife's not here, so he's cooking behind her back. Rick Lakes with the $3 super chat. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that so much. And Long Dog says we hear. Yeah, I'm not using the Yeti. Okay, the Yeti is absolutely not being used right now. I still have the DSLR, DRL, whatever, the 35 millimeter. Okay, and it uses the same cable for the Yeti to do that, so that I can use that. And I'm pretty sure that if I turn this on right, oh wait, that's over on the, let me go over to, let me turn off the studio mode, and I don't have it marked right yet as far as the 35 millimeter, or that's what I'm calling it. I know that's not correct, but I know it works. I tested it a while ago in another scene, and I know that it does work. So it is good. I'm going to turn the email off for now. I needed that earlier today.
Success doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from daring to
I'm
ask.
hearing a TV from somewhere.
No, that was YouTube.
Oh, an ad?
Yeah.
I actually watched 2 ads today on YouTube. I was on Google, and I forgot I was on Google, and somebody sent me a link, so I clicked on it, and there was 2 ads, and I didn't skip through them. I just let them play out, because I thought, well, shoot, shouldn't be a hypocrite. I get paid for people watching my ads, so I should suffer through some ads. Now, I got to admit, 1:30 of ads was kind of fun, but it worked. So actually, this camera should be marked if I have it in here, because I marked my other 2 cameras, as some of you may or may not know, on my first live stream today, and they carried over to this scene as well from Daily Davinci. So this one should be too, but I'm not seeing it, which is fine. I'll mess around with it later. So I'm going to circle back around to the comments on the shorts. Obviously, there were people that were watching the shorts, and I took some shorts and I sent them to Alex and I sent them to the homies, and I just thought for the fun of it, I would upload them as shorts and to see where it got. I got a comment today that I deleted it as soon as I got home. I was looking at comments while waiting on Mrs. K to verify she had to work, and I don't know how to delete it from the phone, but the second I walked in the door, I walked in here and went to the studio, and I deleted that person's content. I didn't block this person. I just deleted the content, or the comment. And that leads me to this. I appreciate all the comments that I get. I don't want to have to go to approved comments, but if I keep getting some derogatory, negative, downright hurtful, spiteful, mean comments from people, and it's none of you guys. This was not a person that I know. This is someone. I will turn on approve all comments, and that's gonna suffer for everybody, because that means your comments aren't going to be seen instantly until I approve them. It really frustrates me. That's the second one I've gotten on videos, and the other one I still haven't deleted, but I'm real close to deleting it as well. Susanna Morgan, proud single mom, joins us over in the chat room, and she's saying what I was just talking about ads. Yeah. Now, there we go. Hello, Susanna.
I don't read comments on videos. If I have something to say, I'll just say it in an email, and if I can't say it in an email, I'll just wait till I get on Zoom to say it.
That's good, Josh. Comments help us out, help out all creators. It's part of the YouTube being YouTube thing. It was just downright uncalled for. I'll just put it that way. I hope if anyone's seen it, they weren't as upset as I was or as offended as I was. And I appreciate all the comments. And And don't misunderstand me. You can tell me something is not good in a nice way. You don't have to use the language that this person used. And I can't make filters work on YouTube. I have just given up on making filters work. So I don't want to have to go to that. But if I do, I will. I just won't, I just don't want to. Yep, great guy. Everybody smash the like button. It's mandatory. I don't know about it being mandatory, but I would appreciate it. So.
I like the trailer.
Yeah, I've got one trailer that this is weird. Thanks for bringing up trailers, Ghetto. Bless you. I have a trailer that I really want to use as a trailer to open my show with that runs in the short category on YouTube, but when I go to add it to the stream as a trailer, it's not there. Now, the other two were there tonight that I uploaded today, but the one I did a couple days ago is still not there. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then the other thing I wish we could put on a scheduled live stream is the end card. And as we know, you can put end cards on an uploaded video, but as of right now, I don't see a way to put them. Not that I'm the all-knowing, encompassing person on YouTube, because I'm not. I never will claim to be. But I haven't figured out a way to do it on the live stream. Let's go to the Doug Betts business that we have here. Hang on one second. I wrote myself a note today because I knew I wouldn't remember it. This is my Doug Betts thing.
You gotta print bigger. We can't read it.
I don't want you to read it. I'm just pointing out the size of the paper I've dedicated for Doug Betts and everything. So at approximately 12:32 p.m., Your Honor, I'd like to point out that, at 12:32 p.m., just a little bit before that, Doug made a comment about I would have said something he thinks. So I put in chat, something I think. Doug's next words were, something I think. Well, that makes no sense to me. Well, of course it doesn't, Doug, because you had just said it, that I said it, would say it, so I said it. So I can't wait to see tomorrow's show, and probably tomorrow there'll be 4 or 5 lines of things on here from things that go right over Doug's head. Hi, Doug. Wintermute says Doug Betts legal pad. Yeah, that's a little bigger than a legal pad. But what this actually is, and I'm cheap and frugal. This is the back side of my calendars. This is my desk calendar. And I'm on it. Where's this thing at? And I just flip it over and I use it for notes. I have the entire year, and some of these I've got, like here's one that's got all kinds of, I'm not going to show you guys this because you'd think I was a mad scientist or something.
We know that.
Here's one that, if I can get it close enough, that's got the entire vacation plan on it, which that's on actually 1.5. So these come in handy. They really do. My problem is I got to learn to throw things away. Yeah. But yep, it's the Doug Betts legal. The other issue I have today is for some reason, and I don't know what's going on, my Plex on my NVIDIA Shield no longer is seeing my computer where I have all my data and all my stuff stored that I want to watch from inside the living room. And it is very frustrating because it works on the computer just fine. I'm almost to the point where I'm going to delete it off of the Shield and reinstall it on the Shield and see if that helps. But I don't think it will because I actually put it on the Roku TV last night and it doesn't work there either. Brand new installation of that app, Plex, on Roku, and it doesn't work there either. It's not seeing this. However, on the computer, it does see it, and it works just fine. Noteworthy calendar. Yes, VH Ringer, it is a noteworthy calendar. Please hit the like button and prepare for a serious scolding from Mrs. K.
You could try to do an update on the TV.
I think it updates itself, Chris, I believe. I'm not sure. The Plex is up. The Plex was the current version of Plex on both the Shield and the Roku TV and my computer. That I verified as well. The thing on on the NVIDIA Shield is there's no way.
I'm right here.
It used to be you could go in to settings and you could point it to a location to get the data from, or the shows, or the whatever you wanted to see, the movies, the shows, whatever. That's no longer there. Now, on the Roku TV, it does get into the settings, but it's still not where you can say, I want you to go to this drive, to this folder to play these shows or these movies or whatever. So I'm going to work with it a little bit later tonight. Oh, BH Ringer. Before I die, I'm going to eat a whole bag of unpopped popcorn. This should make cremation a little more interesting. Any reason to possibly reboot the router? No reason whatsoever. You guys are watching me right now without any issues. I don't feel like I am buffering. I don't feel like I'm losing frames. I don't see this. Internet's working fine. The NVIDIA Shield for television works fine. The NVIDIA Shield for Amazon Prime works fine. For Netflix works fine. When I go to the NVIDIA Shield and go to the Plex application, it only is showing me what's available through the internet, and I don't want that. I can get that on my computer. I want to watch some of the things I picked up over the years and watch it with Mrs. K. We were going to watch a movie last night, as the Zoom homies know. Couldn't do it. Went in there and it wasn't there. Less than 2 weeks ago, we had company over and we all watched the last installment of the Kingsman off of the Plex in the living room, because I'm not bringing anybody in my studio to watch a movie. I mean, I've got a 75-inch television in there compared to a 43-inch television in here. John Williams, my wife hates it when the calendar is not like her. She's making changes on the go. Speaking of John Williams sent me a picture of myself today. I'm not real sure how he got this picture. I really do not know how he got it, but I am going to share it across YouTube right now. Maybe. I gotta remember how to do this. I can share it with the homies. Oh, I know how to do it. I will. Well, I said I know how to do it. Let me go to Daily Davinci. Let me bring the picture up on Daily Davinci. Like that. Let me go into Zoom. Let me share my screen. And now everybody should be seeing the same thing. At first glance, if you did not know that was not me, you would swear that is me. That is eerie, very eerie. That guy looks just like me.
Yeah, if he let his hair grow for a year.
Let his hair grow for a year and dye it. Or if I would let mine not, speaking of dyeing the hair, I've already been told we are dyeing our hair tomorrow night. Or Friday night. Tomorrow night's Thursday, she's got to work. So, yes, it is my doppelganger, exactly. If I reboot the red, okay, so Long Dog's on the router rebooting. If I reboot the red, so it will show up. I'll try that. I mean, it can't hurt anything, but I just kind of look at the big picture of things, that everything else is working. So, but I'll give it a shot. BH Ringer said that's my doppelganger. Yeah, that's an even better doppelganger than what Alex Cheek sent me a few years back. And that guy did resemble me a lot, but that guy's even better. Doesn't sound like you have an internet problem. You have a problem communicating between computers or two computing devices. Yeah, technically it has nothing to do with the internet. Okay, that makes sense. We'll see. I'm not going to do it right now. I mean, I could. It was also pointed out to me by another homie today that you only get 3 notifications from YouTube a day. Now, I don't know if that's 3 live streams, 3 uploads, 3 shorts, or a combination of live streams, uploads, or whatever. Wintermute drops me a link to go check out once the show ends. Thank you, Wintermute. No, I'm not going to do it right. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to go unplug my router. Wonder what that would do. The live stream would continue, the best that I know, because, would it continue, though? I'm so turning into Doug. Oh man,
once you unplug your router, you used to lose all your internet connection.
which is the stream and everything else. Now I have not through Zoom, but through YouTube. I need to know if my voice seems like it's a little loud because according to the mixer, I'm solidly in the red. I got to look over my shoulder to make sure Doug Betts is not standing behind me doing something to my audio.
Better not mess with it. You'll screw it up.
Well, the only thing I've done is I've unplugged the Yeti cord to use for this camera that's back here that you can't see because I've got a background playing. Let me check. Well, Log Dog said it might be a little loud. He's going to check the audio. I know in Zoom it's good because no one said anything yet about it being bad in Zoom. Your twin goes to the same favorite restaurant we go to on a regular basis. He was saying, I may have to take a trip up north. Wouldn't it be cool to get a picture of me and my doppelganger together? I know Mrs. K is planning on going south in July when we take a little mini vacation, but we may just go north first. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to tune this back down just a little bit, just to see if it happens. But if it sounds okay, I agree with Greg. I don't want to mess with it because I'll screw it up. I 100% agree with that. I got to go back to Long Dog's comment and get that before I forget about it. Yes, I have actually looked at this article. I have actually gone through this and did not get anywhere. I got the laptop already set up, running in the living room, already ready to go. Probably we'll jump on Zoom in there, and maybe the homies and possibly Robert can join, and because he's had Plex for years. Wintermute looked at it briefly last night, and he was kind of frustrated. I was really frustrated. Mrs. K was sleeping by that time, so it mattered not if we got it working last night or not. The other thing I could do is I've got like a 100-foot HDMI cable. I could unplug one of these monitors and run it on the ground, plug it into the TV, and watch it from the computer, but I don't want to do that because as sure as I do that, one of us will get hurt when we get up to go get another bag of popcorn or drink or whatever. So, okay, after lowering the volume, all I had to do is increase my volume. Okay, so yeah, I did. I went into the mixer and I'm not pegging out into the red right now at all. I'm getting halfway to 3/4 in the yellow, but it's not bouncing up and staying in the red like it was doing a while ago. So that adjustment seems to have worked. Speaking of Mrs. K says, hello and good evening, y'all. Y'all, listen to her like she's from the South. Y'all, hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, Jose.
Hello, homies.
Good to see you.
Likewise, likewise.
Everybody saying hi to Mrs. K. And there's
Hi,
another
Mrs. K.
set of ads. So that's 2 sets of ads now. I really need to do some research. I would like to have just maybe a set of ads at the beginning and possibly at the end, but this is 19 minutes in, and that's being reported there are ads playing again. And by ads, I'm guessing it's plural, not just a singular ad, but more than one. And that's not good. Now I need to check out something real quick like.
Time's up.
I didn't say a second. I said real quick like. I'm trying to read. I got 2 words into it and he said time's up and I forgot what I was doing. No, it's not quite
Man,
that bad.
George, don't interrupt the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy interrupted you. The old guy interrupted the youngest old guy here. Well, I don't think I'm the youngest, though. I think there are people actually younger than I am in the group. Well, Ghetto's clearly younger than we are. Chris is close, but Rich, Bill, Sin, Greg, Jeff, we're all kind of right there together. I think Bill, aren't you younger than I am?
Yeah, I'm 62.
Oh yeah, I got you by leaps and bounds. I just turned, as we all know, 65. Steve Dodd joins us over in the chat room. Long Dog says hello to Mrs. K. Mrs. K has gotten, I think she said hi to everybody. BH Ringer, Wintermute, Long Dog. And there's Darren. Hello, Darren. Now, I don't know what time it is because I can't see the clocks. I can see the clocks. They're playing. No, they're not playing either. They are stuck. My clocks are not playing. They are stocked. They are stocked at 10:20 in the Philippines tomorrow morning. Now, also, if you're watching the stream, you'll notice in the lower right-hand corner, there is a catastrophe of sorts of something I tried to create today. I tried to take my logo and just block everything out except for to have it lines, okay? It's a partial success, but it's also a incredibly huge failure. If I could blow that up and show you, you can see my grandson behind the lettering of Ken Stott Live is actually like I want it to be, transparent. You can see through it. But the rest of the logo is not. So as the old saying goes, I have to go back to the old drawing board to figure out what I'm doing. Yes, John is saying 9:20, and it's the clocks on the stream are not moving now. Am I live over here? Let me see. Yeah, I'm live according to YouTube. Now, why are they not showing? Or I mean, why are they not playing? Okay, now they're playing on from the source. There they go. Are you telling me that because I opened up something and put it in front of it, they stopped working? That cannot be. That absolutely cannot be. Do what, Sam?
So that doesn't make sense.
Well, it did. They stopped again. And all I did was I opened my downloads and it stops the clocks, and that makes no sense. Of course, there's a lot of stuff. Yep, Rick pointed out they just stopped. So now if I move them, I'm going to try something here. Try a little experiment. So they're still working, and I do have the downloads tab opened, but I only have it over half of the clocks. Now I'm going to put it over all of the clocks, and if it stops here in a second, then I'm going to cue the Twilight Zone music because that's very strange. But they seem to be working now, so that's fine. I don't know what it was, but they clearly were stopped. They clearly weren't working. Long Dog drops a link over in chat for something. I'll go see what that is. That is Chili Chinglish. Is this a new one? This looks like, no, this is from 2 days ago. Okay. I'll drop his link one of these days. Thank you, Long Dog. Appreciate that. He was introduced to the hot sauce community. Yeah. He is a YouTube personality. He just needs, I think he wants to get, like some people, I think he wants to get up to the level of monetization. And whether he makes a lot of money or not, I think it doesn't matter to him, but he just wants to be recognized, as most of us do. I've got something to discuss about that after the show as well. Currently sitting at 482 subscribers. And this one's on Garlic Boy Corn Nuts. Boy Bawang, Bawang, B-A-W-A-N-G, Cornick Garlic by Boy Corn Nuts. Have no idea. You know me and reading in English and everything else, they don't go well together. So, well, Ken, it's from the Philippines. Oh, yeah, I'm fluent in the Philippine language. Not really. sure hope my wife's not watching still. Well, she's from Vietnam. I have nothing to worry about.
All right, princess.
Yes, please, princess, please.
Now, I got a question for you, Bill. Does Princess do these things when we are not live streaming and you're doing other things? Or does she know that we are live streaming, the camera's on, and it's time for her to make her appearance?
She knows when the camera's on.
Okay. Gonna have to figure out a way to trick her, let her not think that the camera's on.
I think as soon as she hears the voices, she knows it's on.
And that could be. That could very well be. That could be. I did watch one of Robert Michael's guys that he watched. The guy that Randy Horton, I believe is his name. I know his first name's Randy. He was playing a game, and while it looked a little bit like Fortnite, I don't think it was Fortnite. Everybody was asking him what the name of the game was, and apparently he was seeing the Twitch stuff and actually hearing the Twitch stuff, but he was not hearing or seeing the stuff from YouTube. And nobody from the Twitch world asked him what it was. It reminded me a lot of Doug and Dennis, because he was playing with another guy, and they were actually literally standing side by side the entire time. One got in the car, one jumped in the car, one got on top of the car. If one changed weapon, I mean, it was really, might have been the same guy. I don't know. I don't think it was, though. His commentary from that was so funny, though, because if something would happen, he was like, what kind of nonsense is this? And it's just a game, you know. Cat knows when she puts on your shoes, you're probably going out the front door, and she's aware of that. Yeah, I don't have a cat. I don't even have fish right now. The tank that used to sit behind me over there is dried out. We drained it to go on vacation, and we've not filled it back up yet. We're kind of at a crossroads on what we want to do with that. Think about putting it in the front room or the living room, but then again, there's no place for it, because honestly, in here, the only person that gets to enjoy it's me, and I only get to enjoy it when I move the green screen. And anyway, it is 10:27, and since I did the Doug Betts thing and started a little bit, the fish died. Whenever you'd ask what happened.
You got a neighbor you dislike?
No, why?
Let's say, throw it through their window.
Yeah, it's a 40-gallon long. I don't think I could throw it. I don't think I could throw it at all. I might be able to drop it, but throwing it, I don't see that as being an option. I barely could throw a golf ball yesterday when we played golf. I found a couple of golf balls Jake likes to play with. He likes TaylorMade and Titleist. I'm sticking with Callaway. I've got probably 100 Callaway golf balls that Mrs. K's picked up off the golf course for me, and I like the way they hit. I like the way they just, I like them. So when I run out of those, I may have to actually buy a Callaway golf club or balls. There was good and bad yesterday, and I don't want to get into that. I have an M.2 screw sitting on my desk. I wonder what that goes to. Probably Ghettos.
M.2 drive?
Yeah, well, okay. Mr. Obvious. I want to thank everyone on YouTube. I want to make sure I thank Rick for the $3 Super Chat contribution. Again, thank you, Rick. Rick, don't worry about if you caught the second or part 2 today of the Da Vinci. I was happy with how things turned out, and I've actually taken my grandson and I have duplicated him, and then in the duplication I've actually got it to where one of the duplications is not whole, so it's duplicate, and a partial duplicate, and as they move, they actually come together. They start out as however many it is, and as they move, they all end up coming together, and then when they move away, they string back out. It's good, and I like where it's at, but I got to improve it, because I won't even release it because the movement's so choppy. It's just not smooth. It's not fluid. It's maybe I should do that and put my sound effects in there. Anyway, I want to thank everyone on YouTube. Sam, OneFish26, Darren Go Home, Greg Guy, Tim Tech Wiz, Jeff Ryman, BH Ringer, Long Dog, Steve Dodd was there. I know I saw his name. Mrs. K was there. Susanna Morjohn, proud single mom from the Philippines, was there. Thank you very much. That's 2 times today I've had support from the Philippines. I had support earlier today, which I've got to check my email because hopefully I got an email. BH Ringer was with us. Wintermute was with us. John Williams was with us. Wintermute, probably said him already. Greg Guy was there. Rick was there. Mrs. K. I'm just scrolling through. John Williams, scrolling through chat. And hey, look, got the full half hour in. Pressing the Doug button.